Okay, may we all stand for the pledge, please, everyone?
I
I
pledge
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Kathy Aldency. Here. Kathy Wilkin. Here. Kevin McElwain.
Here.
Shane Orlow.
Here.
Supervisor Sellers.
Here,
We have a quorum.
we have a quorum. The first order of business is the approval of minutes for the March 17th, 2025 meeting. And a motion and a second, please.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Please take a look at the minutes if you haven't done so already.
I'm good.
Any questions on the minutes, trustees? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. The next order of business is approval of bills payable, and then a motion and a second, please.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Olson, second by Orlo. Please take a look at the bills payable if you haven't done so already. Any questions on bills payable, trustees?
There was one, and I looked earlier,
Okay.
but I didn't.
You know, and I saw one too, but then I figured it out.
Which one was it?
Please don't say healthy as you. Please don't.
That
Do
was
not
it.
say healthy as
It
you.
wasn't that one. Wasn't that one?
Do not say healthy as
It
you.
was not that one. The Emeritus Residential. Is that? That's
Wait.
not for this at all, is it? It's on the second sheet.
Yeah, that is for emergency assistance,
Okay.
and that was for someone's, if I'm not mistaken, their mortgage.
Okay.
They needed help on their mortgage. Now, with emergency assistance, guys, it has to be a documented emergency that we can verify.
Right.
And you have to have funding or money to maintain after we assist you with that emergency.
Gotcha.
So if you don't have the funding to maintain after that, then you're not eligible for
Right.
emergency assistance. Then you'll be eligible for general assistance. Okay, so we make sure that when they call for emergency assistance, we verify that it was actually in fact an emergency. And you going to the slot machines and losing all your money is not an emergency.
Right.
We have plenty of those that we've said no.
Really?
Yes, plenty of those.
No kidding.
But if you have a doctor's thing and you were off work and then you're starting back to work, then we can
Right,
assist you with
right.
that. So that's what that is.
All right. Yeah, I know the name wasn't among the usual.
Right, right.
All right, that was the one.
Okay. Any questions on claims in the man's trustees? Seeing that there is none, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Aldency.
Aye.
Orlow.
Aye.
Wilkins.
Aye.
McElwain.
Aye.
Sellers.
Aye.
Motion passed.
Motion passes. The next order of business, trustees, is the approval of a resolution that we already passed. It's the approval of resolution TR 2025, the opposition of consolidation of township. The problem with the old resolution was that it had a typo. It said, whereas Senate Bill 2504, Senate Bill 2217, and House Bill 2515, introduced by the 113th, it's supposed to be in the 104th.
Oh.
So that's why we have to
Gotcha.
vote on and approve this again. And that was the, Mike is laughing,
Time travel,
time travel.
26 years into the future.
Right,
There you go.
right. But there's a reason why. Everything else is exactly the same except for that number. So I'm going to ask us to approve this resolution once again. Are there any questions?
No.
Madam Clerk, please
We
call
need
the
a
roll.
motion
We need
and a second.
Motion and a second.
So moved.
Okay. Nope, you go ahead.
Okay.
No, you go ahead.
Thank you for reminding me of that.
Now we can vote.
Okay.
Is this a voice vote or?
Voice vote's fine, there's no money involved.
Are you sure, Mike? We should do it this way?
You can do whatever way you want, but
What-
I don't think it's required
Okay.
to do a roll call, but you can do a roll call if you prefer.
For this
It's
one,
up to
yes.
you. Okay. Aldency,
Aye.
Orlo,
Aye.
Wilkins,
Aye.
McElwain,
Aye.
Sellers.
Aye.
Motion passed.
Motion
A second
passed.
time.
The second time. The next order of business is the discussion of appropriation ordinance 2505 T001 for fiscal year 2025-2026. We've had our motion and our second. It's open for discussion now. You guys have a chance to look at the budget.
Yeah. So I have a question.
Okay.
I noticed a big reduction in the on the service provider line item.
Uh-huh.
What's the scoop behind that?
Because we have a very, very
Very, very.
narrow mandate on how we can provide now. It has to be pretty much for general assistance clients, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
So we have to, and that's why the number reduced. There are certain ones that we are going to continue to help, like the VACSC, because they in fact assist with general assistance as well. So, but as far as some of the other ones, we have to look at it and see how we
Okay.
can make it work and make it fit. So, so for the sake of streamlining our budget, we kind of limited that amount that we're going
Okay.
to offer. So and with so many potential cuts coming down the pipe, we need to make sure we are financially able to provide the services that we need to provide at township.
Gotcha.
Okay. So
Thank you,
All right.
sir.
That was my question.
any more questions on the budget, guys? Come on, give them to me. We're gonna keep it. We're gonna continue it again. I think we have to do it one more time, right?
We vote on the 17th,
Vote.
or the
One is
27th.
the deadline.
Okay.
Yeah, so we vote on the 27th then of April.
Okay.
Okay.
So are there?
27th?
No.
13th?
No, I'm thinking,
21st.
21st.
sorry, I said 20-something.
Yeah, 24.
One of the days, right?
So what I'm going to ask is that we have a continuance, right, Mike, until
All right, postponement
postponement?
until our next meeting on April 21st.
Yes. So I need a motion for that, to postpone.
moved.
Okay.
Second.
Motion by Augusty, second by McElwain. And we do
Well, it's, do you want a
Gotta-
voice
gotta
vote?
vote on that.
Yep.
Motion postponed.
so we may as well do a,
So it's a voice vote or a roll call?
Both spoilers is fine.
okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. All righty. The next order of business is the approval of revised modification to the lease between the town of Freeport and United. Have you guys read? So I need a motion and a second for that, right, Mike?
I think we had this up last
We
month.
did.
And I think it was moved, why wasn't it moved and seconded at that time?
It was.
What we
It was
need-
approved, but this is the revised
revised.
version,
Okay.
yes.
What we need to do is we need a motion to amend
Okay.
the third modification and add the additional language that's been distributed.
Have you guys had a chance to read?
This yet?
Uh-huh.
I need to read this.
Okay, go ahead and read it. What it entails, pretty much in a nutshell, with legislation aimed at that township. we don't know how it's gonna play out. What we don't want to do is be roped into a contract, and let's say for God forbid something happens to the assessor's office, and we're still on the hook to pay for, or something happens to township period, and we are still on the hook to pay. So this amendment helps to
Okay.
cover us with that right there. So
All
guys
right.
take a look and read it. Did I explain that right, Mike?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You guys can take a look and read it. And
So it's null if it doesn't go through, right? I mean,
It only
I
applies
Right.
to,
Right.
there's
if
a-
it is,
if the
if
state
it,
abolishes all a part of township
Right.
government in Freeport Township.
okay.
Gotcha. So if we go away, we're not on the hook for the
Right.
remaining lease amount.
right.
You just have different keys to your front door.
Because if we don't, the county would have to pay for it.
Right.
That ought to go
Because
over
the
well.
county would assume all the rights, duties, and liabilities.
That's right.
of
Right.
the township.
All right. Yeah, no, that's, man. Hopefully
Makes
it won't
sense.
come to that, but it's good to have it in there just in case.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I think it's good to.
So do we still need a motion and a second to amend?
Yes,
to amend the third
absolutely.
modification.
Yep. So we need a motion and a second to
I'll make-
amend the third modification.
I'll make a motion to amend.
Second.
Motion by Wilkins, second by.
It's amended as stated on the addendum.
As stated on the agenda.
On the addendum.
On the addendum, I'm sorry.
All right. Are there any further questions?
Was there a second to that? I'm sorry.
Yes.
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 Second.
Thank you, I'm sorry. I didn't hear
Right.
that.
Are there any
Point
further
me-
questions?
Debbie Warnock's in here.
Any further questions or discussion? No? Can we do a voice vote here, Mike? Or?
Sure can.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
I have a question.
Yes.
This involves money. Why did we not do a roll
This
call?
doesn't involve money, it doesn't involve us
Okay.
spending money.
Okay,
It
okay.
just eliminates our
I just
duty
want to
pay
get
money.
clarified so we
That-
don't
That's
get
a good
into
que- That
trouble.
was a good question.
Right,
I think
good
it's the
question.
same thing.
Yep, good question. All right. Excellent question. Next order of business is the supervisor's report. I have to hand this out for the annual town meeting for tomorrow. You guys need to bring this with you guys when you come.
I don't need one, but I'll take one.
You may want to take one anyway, Michael.
Thank you, sir.
You're very welcome. Barbara Ann, please pass those around. And pass that around. Here you go.
Thank you.
So this will be for tomorrow, all right? Let's see, what do I have? We are looking at implementing something called Google Classroom. What this does,
I've worked with people over that, so.
what this is going to help us, with some of the things that we are trying to do in our different programs, and it's going to also help us communicate more efficiently with our clients. We get a whole lot of, well, I didn't get that in the mail. My assignment in the mail. Well, guess what? Your assignment now on Google Classroom, you go on and you find it. So it's putting more responsibility on our clients the way it should be.
And they can have it on their phone too.
Have it on their phone.
They all
So,
have a phone.
yes, they all have phones. And it's no extra charge to us. It's something we're going to look at implementing. So that's what I want to let the board know.
It's a great idea.
I think so.
Well, I wish I could take claim to it, but it's not mine. It was Johari Allen's idea. The
That's
guy who
good.
started
good.
he's part of the Jumpstart program. And he was like, we should implement this. I was like, well, let me take a look. At first, I was like, Then I was like, yeah, this is good.
Gotcha.
So I can't take credit for someone else's idea. I won't do
Well, you
that.
can take partial credit, okay?
No, I can't take it.
You didn't say forget about it, you said let's present it to the
That's
board.
right.
You're right. Okay, I'll take
You take
He'll
it.
take anything he can get.
Absolutely. Thank you, Bob. Just a little bit. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate it. All righty. That's all that I have. The next order of business is the assessor's report.
I have nothing new to report. If you have questions for me, I will try to answer them, but other than that,
Congratulations on winning.
no.
That's what I've been
To
getting
you
to.
also.
My
Yes,
condolences.
Barbara.
Yeah, thank you, Mike.
And Maida.
And to everyone here that did and Sorry, Shane.
Yeah, we're sorry to see you go.
Well, we don't have the final election results, do we? The
Oh,
absentee ballots have not yet been counted.
That's right.
Can't start riding that pony again there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just don't go down his street and turn around in his driveway.
Yeah, don't do that.
Any kind of sign in the back of your truck.
No,
Okay.
Whatever.
whatever.
All right, let's move on.
All right. The
Moving
next
on.
on the business is trustees report. Trustees.
Congratulations to everyone. And we've got almost the best.
Yeah. Well, I want to let everyone know that we have work to do, guys.
Mm-hmm.
We do. We've pretty much mastered our township duties. Now it's time for us to get into our community and into our neighborhoods to help out there.
Okay.
And it's going to take some work. And I'm game. I'm game. So we're going to hit the ground running, and that's what we're going to do.
Pretzel pickers.
Okay? It's going to be a whole lot more than that.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
know, I know.
A whole lot
but
more than that.
That's one thing.
That's one thing, but we're going to do a whole lot more. So
There's so much that's needed.
yes.
There really
So,
is.
yep.
I just want to say that even though I'm not in the room, I've enjoyed working with you guys, and I'm not going anywhere. So
Good.
if you guys need me for anything, let me know.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Let me know.
Well, thank you for your time here. Wish it could have been longer, but
You never
It
know.
still may be, you never know.
Right.
Yeah.
But even to you, Shane, we still have work to do.
Yep.
Right?
Well,
All right.
I'm right down the street.
All right.
Easy to find, right?
Yeah.
All right.
and you still have a couple more meetings with us yet, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Did I say trustees report already?
Yep,
No.
Yeah.
that's where we are.
Yes,
We're
you
on
did.
trustee.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
Kathy said we made a report.
That's right. All right. Okay. The next order of business is public comments. Any public comments? Seeing that there is none, any other business coming before the town?
I want to remind everybody that tomorrow is the annual town meeting. It's at 6 o'clock, it was 6:05. And I would appreciate if you could bring people, you know, because this meeting is not attended very well, but we put a lot of work into it
Yeah, you do.
to have it. So I just want to make sure that everybody,
6:05.
that's what I said.
6:05.
I said that the second time.
Oh, I thought you said
Yeah.
6:01.
She says 6:05. That's
No, I did say
It
6:05.
6:05.
can't be at 6. That's the problem.
That's correct.
right.
It has to be at 6:05.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So anyway, get your friends to come out and have a good time.
Oh, really?
It'll be a
I've
blast.
attended a few,
Yeah.
and yeah, they were a good time. Yeah, it was great. I have to vouch for that.
Mark,
Yes,
are you buying?
yes. But I bet you don't show up afterwards, do you?
Oh, you never know. If you're buying, I sure.
Well, and not only that, but that pecan.
No.
Ugh.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Okay.
What's
Alrighty. I will entertain a motion to adjourn until Monday, April 21st, 2025 at 4:30 p.m.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Halsey, second by McElwain. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Meeting adjourned. Thank
here,
you
you
all.
guys?